Good evening, Cassandra. Is it evening right now in Ireland?
Yeah, it's 6. So yeah, good evening.
I think it's 10 p.m. Right now in Pakistan. So welcome to Ecomist PPC week, and it's day two of September edition. And tonight we have Cassandra with us, who is a digital marketing strategist. And I'll ask Cassandra first of all to please let us know about how and why you have chosen digital marketing as a career for yourself.
Okay, so first of all, good night, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm super happy and excited to be with all of you. And well, I'm Mexican. I studied marketing and management in Mexico. Then I moved to Spain for a master in advanced marketing. Also, I made another master in growth hacking and marketing automation. And well, I love learning. So for sure, maybe in some months I'll be doing something else. And why did I choose marketing? I'm super passionate about it, specifically with digital marketing, because you are able to measure every single thing, every single effort. I think that digital marketing has revolutionized all the industry because now we can really have the numbers and the impacts that we are doing in the world. It's not like when we used to have the big billboards on the street. Okay, they are super cool, they are cute, they have impact, but do we really know how many sales are coming from there? It's super hard. Even with TV, despite we can know the rating points and all this information about top hours and the special shows, etc., we don't really know the full impact. But with marketing, we can really know the impact. We can really know who saw our display campaign, who clicked, who subscribed to our newsletter, who traveled, who made everything, like who started from social media and then went to our website and then logged out and then came with the mobile device. I think that marketing can generate this omni-channel full experience of the customer journey. So I'm passionate about numbers, and digital marketing provides us with a lot of numbers to analyze and to get better results. So I think being able to know the full path and improve that experience for our customers, it's the beautiful thing about marketing. We can make everything better and better to give them a better experience.
Absolutely. Before I did my bachelor's with a specialization in marketing. I also had this thing in my mind that marketing is just simple and you just need to select a platform and that's all. But that's not the case. You have to follow the funnel and you need to know what stage you're on. That's exactly what we are going to ask you today. Is marketing actually that simple? And if we want to grow our brand, our sales as a marketer, how exactly should we do that? And what exactly is marketing growth?
Okay. Well, I would like to say that marketing is simple, but
Yeah,
not really. I mean, everyone can do marketing if they commit with their customers or with even their own ideas. I think that we are always selling, and that's why we all need a bit of marketing in our lives. We are
yeah.
selling us as a person, we are selling our ideas, we are selling, maybe we are trying to convince people to go to have dinner to the place that we love. We are selling all the time, and that's why we need to know marketing. So if we think of marketing as the bridge that can make come together the need and the solution, I think this is a simple way to understand marketing. It's like we have people looking for something and we have companies offering that something. So we can use marketing to link them. So I
Yeah.
think if we see it that way, it's super simple. But of course, sometimes it's not as simple because we have people looking through YouTube and maybe our company is selling through Instagram, or we have people that is not looking online, but they are going to the store, and we have the solution being sold only online. So that's when it gets complicated. It's sometimes you have to build the bridge in a way that is reachable for everyone.
So, as a business owner, it's always a challenge between retaining the current customers and attracting new customers. But how do you do that? Because it's really hard retaining the current customers. And awareness is easy. Creating awareness for your product, for your brand, is easy. You can do that through social media. But the next stage is the retention of the current clients and growth, because you want new customers coming in. You want the existing customers to stay loyal with you. So how does that happen? How do we grow a brand?
Okay, yeah, you mentioned retention, which is super important because right now, as you said, it's kind of easy to build a brand because we are all able to create an Instagram account or create a new website. But how do we make people, first of all, trust in us? And then once that they trust in us, stay with us, because there are so many competitors nowadays. Indeed, cost of acquisition is increasing because of that, because there's a lot of competitors around, there's a lot of technologies, the demand of new skills, and everything is making the customers to have an infinite number of possibilities. So we have to be super smart and understand why the customers are with us. If they trusted in us once, we have to take that and improve that. It's like we have to really understand what is our unique value proposition. Sometimes we don't even have it clear. That's why we have to have a healthy and strong relationship with our customers. We have to be confident and ask them, why did you choose me? And once that we know, we can work and improve on that, because maybe we think that they chose us because of our pricing, and maybe the customer really loves us because we have a funny way to solve their needs. So we have to match what we are and what they want us to be. And once that we understand that, we can work on that to make the retention. Also, we have to be sure that we keep our customers engaged with us by providing new things. Indeed, about the retention loops, we have to keep our customers, I don't know how to say it, like they need to know that there's something new coming, that they need to come because we have something new to offer to them, that we are innovating constantly because we are learning from their feedback, and the next time that they come to us is because they are getting something new and something better. But also we have to always have in the base the value proposition. It's like, okay, I know that you love me because of this. So once that I know this, I can go further and further and further. So I will offer you new stuff, but always having in my mind why you are here with me.
Yeah. So, Cassandra, can you give any tip to someone who is just starting marketing today in 2022, or someone who is looking for retaining his clients? Do you have some tips for everyone, every marketer?
Okay. Well, first of all, if you are thinking about launching something new to the market, I would tell you, please make sure that the market is ready for your product, or make sure that the market needs your product. Indeed, many of the new companies fail because of this, because they create new solutions because they think that the market needs them, but indeed the market doesn't. They maybe
Hmm.
have other ways to solve those same needs. So the fact that you think you are doing it better doesn't actually mean that the market sees that way. So first of all, before launching even an MVP, before investing money in developing a prototype, I would encourage you to make a product of concept, a concept testing. And right now with technology, we can do this super easily. You can make a fake landing page, or you can make a Facebook page to see if people is interested in your product. I mean, you don't need to create the product. You can generate images, you can generate content explaining about your product. And I mean, of course, content generation takes time and effort, but I think it's much better to generate some content instead of generating new products that you don't even know if they are going to be sold. So first of all, I would encourage you to make a testing of the concept, and also take into account all the information that is available right now. For example, I know that some of you are already with Amazon, or are
Yeah.
getting feedback from Amazon. So take a look at the reviews. See what is the market asking for. Maybe they don't want that color, maybe they don't want that size, maybe they are asking for different materials. Take all that feedback that you are seeing from the customers to create a product that can be perceived as useful and better. And once that you have all this information, test it. Always test it before launching it, because that way you can see if what you think is what the market needs is really what the market needs. And once that you know that the product that you are thinking about creating is wanted and searched by the market, that's where you have to create the MVP. That's where you develop a prototype and start testing with a real product. But also it's super important that in every single stage of your product development process, you ask for feedback. Always ask for feedback. Never assume that what you like or what you don't like is the market's opinion. You always have to go out there, and sometimes it's tough. It's tough to receive bad feedback. It's tough to listen that your product is not what they expected. But believe me, words are better than losing a huge amount of money. So always take into account the feedback that you are receiving from the market.
So as you mentioned that if we are Amazon sellers, we need to look at the negative reviews. And once we have identified what the customers are complaining about, and once we've figured it out, once we have that solution, what should we do? Should we do something called A/B testing and test how, because once we have a solution, we want to present it to our audience. And according to your experience, do you recommend A/B testing? And if so, how does that work? And what do you suggest?
Okay. Well, I love that you bring that. The A/B testing. In general, testing is super important. Indeed, today I wanted to talk about growth marketing, and the core of growth is testing. It's a process of generating hypotheses with all the data that we already have. I mean, with all the reviews that we've already gathered from Amazon, the good and the bad, with all the market information from competitors, with all the videos, the websites, the blog, all the content that we can find, we can already have information to generate hypotheses. And once that we generate our hypothesis, we can launch experiments, for example, the A/B testing. And once that we launch these experiments, we can know if our hypotheses are correct or not. So testing is super important in order to take next steps. I mean, you make an A/B testing and you see that the solution A didn't work, but the solution B actually made a nice difference. So what do we do? Do we cry because the A solution didn't work? No, we learn. We take all the learnings that we can get from the A in order to improve. And now that we know that the B worked, what did we do correctly with the A? What did we do wrong? So that way we can discard the A solution and improve with the B. And once that we know that the B performed better, we can do another A/B testing. But now instead of A against B, we can have B1 against B2, and again test and see the results. The growth is all about testing, learning from all the information that we get from those testing. All the outcomes are super important, and improve, always improve. Even if you see a small percentage of improvement, take into account that several small percentage can zoom into a big one. So in order to keep growing and making things better and better, you have to keep testing and improving a lot. And I think that right now the testing and iterating process is a constant in big tech companies. For example, Facebook and Google, and big, for example, Booking or Skyscanner run several experiments a day in order to acquire more learnings. And the next day, with those learnings that they acquire, they run more tests, but they are always growing a bit and a bit and a bit. So the testing is the core of all the growth strategies.
So I think uh, uh, I think the right term is growth marketing, and there is a lot of demand that I have seen of growth marketers, that companies and brands are constantly looking for someone with experience in what we have just discussed. The data, you should have the data definitely, that what the customers want, what they're looking for, and you need to have some experience with A/B testing. You should know that if you are at the stage that you need to create some awareness, you should know how to create that awareness. For example, TikTok, for example, a platform like TikTok and Reels can be a good start. You can create some of that for creating some awareness of your product, and then later on, you can, if you want to retain your current customers, you can use discounts, or you can email them if you have their emails. Obviously, you can offer them some discounts to retain them. So what I'm asking you is that, have you noticed this as well, that growth demand for growth marketers is very increasing?
I think it's super interesting, and also it has to do with all the technology that we have available right now in our hands. I mean, it's super easy to make an A/B testing with Google Ads, for example. You can test your copies, you can test the content, you can use two different images, you can test with the audiences. You have a lot of possibilities of content, of social media, of even creatives. Like maybe you see that the video is working better for you, or maybe you see that the video is not working better, that the people that likes you is reading your content because they like your blog. I think that this is super important because we don't need to invest a lot of money in order to test. Imagine if we had to test two billboards, big billboards that have to be printed, that have to be approved, that have to be designed, that have to be placed. This is a lot of time just to see if A is better than B. But right now we have a lot of digital tools and a lot of digital, for example, social networks that work with a small amount of money. So nowadays it's super easy to conduct a lot of experiments in order to see what performs better. And also, even if we don't know a lot of our audience, with these tiny experiments, we can start learning from them. We can learn about their behavior. We can learn about their preferences. Even we can start discarding. I mean, if we see that something is not working for some audience, we stop. And it's as easy as clicking on exclude audience. So I would really encourage you to take even the free possibilities that technology is giving to us to test, because testing is the heart of all the growth companies nowadays. We've seen companies going from 0 to 1 billion with free tools. Like they generate sales machines that work when they are sleeping, and it's as easy as making a bot that nowadays you can get a free bot for your landing pages. So really you have a lot of free possibilities nowadays to grow a lot.
Yeah. So the other day I was talking to Sarish, who is a business owner, and she has a brand in the women clothing niche, and she was mentioning that the best platform that works for her was Instagram, and influencer marketing is what she focused on, and she has done Facebook marketing and other stuff, but she mentioned that Instagram and influencer marketing works best for creating awareness and getting the customers. But what I'm interested to know, according to your experience, how do we retain the clients? Sorry, the customers. Let's say we are getting amazing awareness through Instagram and influencer marketing. A lot of customers are visiting us. Maybe they're buying from us. How do we retain them? What my personal favorite and what works best for me is email marketing. But in our part of the world, in Pakistan, not email marketing doesn't work, at least for me. So, what other methods would you recommend, Cassandra, and according to your experience?
Okay. Well, right now, content marketing is super powerful, not only in email, but we can generate videos, we can generate podcasts, we can generate reels, TikTok. We can invite our users to generate content, which is the user-generated content that is super powerful. And just imagine this. You invite your actual users to teach you how they use our product. But what you are really making is, hey, I care about you. I care about how you are using my product. I want you to share so that more people learn from you. Because, of course, if I say, oh, my product works for this, it's not the same as if a real user, a normal person like any other of our users says, hey, I use this product for this. I mean, I think that we sometimes it's hard, but we have to know that we can't speak directly to our customers, but because they don't trust us at all. They think that we care maybe about money, but it's super different. Indeed, you mentioned the influencer marketing. Okay, sometimes people know that they pay, but the influencers don't get paid by anyone. They want to know that the product that they are going to talk about really works. They believe in the product, they believe in the values, and indeed, I think micro influencers work better with this because they are not famous. They don't owe anything to anyone. They just have a community that trusts in them, and they don't want to jeopardize that trust. They are talking to their audience by heart, like, okay, guys, I got this, and I want to show it to you because I trust in this, I believe in this, I've used this, and I know it really works. So don't trust the brand, but trust me. So I think it's super important to understand that the people may perceive us as a brand, but if they see someone else, someone normal, someone as them talking about the product, they will take it into account. And you know it because you all read the Amazon reviews. Maybe you care more about the Amazon reviews than the actual description of the seller.
True.
So yeah, you were asking me about engagement. I think it has to be always customer centered. You have to understand your customers. You have to understand why they get you, why they need you, how are they using you. And once that you understand that, you can generate the content that is really directed to their needs, to their behavior, to their day-to-day. Maybe you know that your customers are not in email, but maybe they have 10 minutes of TikTok when they are in the bathroom, or maybe they have to take a bus of 30 minutes while they are working, while they are going to the office. So maybe you can talk to them in those times that they have. You have to understand how they interact with the social media and which are the channels that work better so that you reach out to them through them.
Yeah. So a lot of people ask me that they've got a product and they need my assistance or consultancy to sell it properly, or maybe reduce the ad spend or increase the conversion rate and something like that. But what I witness sometimes, that their product doesn't offer the solution the customers are looking for. So I don't think it's the right approach that you market something that is not the right product and it's not for that audience. But some clients insist that you try your best, you do your marketing, whatever you know, and they just sell this product. I need to ask you that, have you experienced anything like that? And if you were in this situation, that you have let's say I'm your client, I'm telling you that this is a product XYZ, and just sell it. Whatever you do, whatever marketing tactics you do, but deep inside, you know the product is not the right product, and if it doesn't offer a solution, so would you take the offer and would you reject it?
Okay. I think once again, we have to be customer centered, and we have to really think about our customers. If our customer doesn't need us, we don't need to be there. We don't want them to hate us. Indeed, I think that you also do it. It's you are more likely to talk wrong or say bad things about a product that you don't like than say good things about a product that you do like. So instead of annoying the people that doesn't like you, why don't you focus on the people that actually likes you? So I think it's even better when they say no to you, because that way you know, okay, it's not there. I don't have to go there. I don't need to invest money, because it's not investing, it's spending, because you know that they don't want you. They don't need you. But there's people that needs you. So that's where indeed we can come back to product testing. If you see that audience B doesn't like you and doesn't need you, but audience A really likes you, then all the money that you were spending here, you can take it here, and you can reach more people with these characteristics. So every time that they say no to you, it's a good opportunity to focus in the people that already said yes. So if you said, Cassandra, I don't like your product, I don't need it, maybe I can ask you, why? Just tell me why. You don't like it because of the color, because of the size, or you actually don't need it. Maybe I'm doing my targeting in a wrong way. Maybe I think that you are my target market, but you are not, and that's learnings from me. So every time I receive a no, I'm super happy, because I know I have more budget to spend in the people that is willing to get me.
All right. So I've got this comments over here that I don't understand because of the language. Can you just let me know what they're saying?
It says regards. Hola, hello, Cassandra. Regards.
Okay, I've got another one.
Um, okay, it's also just nice regards, but
Okay,
full
and
claps.
there's another one.
Okay, it's just not questions. It's
Okay.
it's nice regards. Hello, everyone from Dublin.
So is it a question? What does it say?
No, it's just a comment like well
Okay.
done, super interesting,
Okay. So I wanted
and
to ask
nice
you that,
audience here tonight.
yeah. Okay, so I want to ask you that if someone from people listening wanting to reach out to you for some tips, for some consultancy, how can they reach you?
Okay. Well, you can reach out to me in LinkedIn. I don't know if you can make me the favor to share my LinkedIn profile.
Sure.
I really want to help people. So if you have any question, any concern, please feel free to reach out to me. And even if I don't know how to solve your questions, maybe I can guide you, or I can connect you with the right person. So if you want to learn anything about growth or marketing, feel free to reach out to me. I try to post content in my profile. And also, if you are exploring through Google solutions like Google Ads or Google Display campaigns, I'm free. I can give you some tips. So I would be super happy to connect with all of you.
So thank you for answering my questions tonight, and it was great to have you tonight on day two of this PPC week. And that's it. I think we should wrap up the session, and we'll see you again soon in another session.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for inviting me, and keep enjoying the event. I think there's a lot of people with a lot of knowledge here, so we can all learn and improve. So keep your growth mindset.
Thanks a lot. See you soon.
Good night, Usama. Bye.
Bye.